All right, ladies and gentlemen, just want to wish everybody a merry and happy, beautiful Christmas. Today is Christmas, and I'm doing a late one, and it's been a while since I've done a podcast, so I'm going to try to knock this one out there for you to everyone, actually. So hope everybody had a great Christmas, and if you didn't, I can understand, with the world today that we're living. It is a little bit topsy-turvy, a little bit anarchy, a little bit crazy to understand because we're living in a crazy world. But anyway, it is Christmas, and I had a great time with my family, and wishing everybody from my family from the other side of the world a Merry Christmas, and all my friends that haven't talked in a while, Merry Christmas. So if Al get this, call me. It's been a while since we talked. Hope you're feeling okay. Mike, Mr. Distani, hope you're okay, and wishing you a Merry Christmas as well. And all my other friends out there, I can't remember the top of my head because there's a lot of them, and I just can't remember because it is late. It's like 10 minutes away before 12 o'clock, and I'm just trying to put more content out there because it is Christmas, and I'm trying to get back in the swing of things because taking care of your elders, and I love my mom and my brothers, is a little bit hard, but it's challenging, and it's also rewarding because we love our moms, and it is Christmas, but you do the best you can for what you have, and you have to take care of them because they did take care of you. I'm just putting it out there for those of you who wonder why I haven't talked in a while, or been online in a while, or been on my podcast in a while. So, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year coming up. So for those of you who don't know what's going on in the world today, oh my Lord, so you might want to just look at the right content and look at the right people who are doing the podcast. With the tragic death and the slaughter of Charlie Kirk was very horrendous. It just took a lot out of you. I'm still trying to visualize that and trying to get rid of it out of my head, but it's hard because it keeps looping in your head how anybody could get assassinated like that, and on live, and anyway, it's just hard to think about it, but I hope may he rest in peace. And Turning Point USA, I don't know what's going on with that thing. There's a lot of mess going on in that place as well too, so you don't know who to believe or who not to believe, but all I know right now is that you got to dig deep undercover of what's really going on behind the cloak, and who's really in charge and who's really funding that operation, because it has gone nuclear. Nuclear is right. But hopefully I'll be able to work out again because my body's sorted, man. It's just not easy getting back in the swing of things, but in due time. So I am definitely putting more podcasts out there. I keep saying that every freaking month, and then I don't talk to you for about 2 or 3 months. But I'm definitely got to put this one out there too. Says I've read your email, yeah, and I got a couple of your texts and stuff like that. So don't judge me, and don't worry about it. If I'm busy, I'm busy. If I don't call back, you know why. But you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, or whatever religion you're in. And be good, be safe, and take care of yourself, because 2026 is just around the corner. And it's going to be a really rocky, crazy year, because when you really dig deep undercover, something is happening spiritually. So whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in Christ or not, whatever religion you are in, or any denomination, Things are happening, and it's out of our hands. It's from the higher above, and it's coming, and I could feel it, I could sense it, I could smell it deep inside your bones, and it's quite scary, and it's really hard to not really think about it, because it keeps drilling it in your head when you're watching the news or whatever news you're watching. But it is quite scary, so I'm just saying that. But anyway, I don't really got much to say anymore, but just to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to everyone. And it's going to be a short one, but a goodie. But don't forget to hit subscribe, like, comment down below, and share to everyone. And I'll see you in the next podcast. Don't forget, hit me up on my Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, and all that other good stuff. I'm getting tired. Anyway, so we are going to make this a good and positive year, not just for me, for everybody out there too, for people out there who want to know more information. Or let me dot John something here in hold on a second. Wait a minute, and let me punch out the meaning of Christmas. Okay. Well, what is Christmas? Okay, Christmas is a major annual festival in December 25th, celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ for Christians, and broader than cultural holidays for many others, marked by gifts, giving, family gathering, festivals, decorations like trees, lights, and special meals, traditional like Santa Claus, blending religious, significant, and secular customs. It commemorates Jesus' birth in Bethlehem, a pivotal event in Christianity, symbolizing hope and salvation, while also evolving into a global phenomenon of goodwill, feasting, and commercial activities. So I just punched that up on Google, and yeah, simple, right to the point. If you don't know what Christmas is all about, or the Christian faith or the Catholic faith, just punch it up and learn if you want to know the meaning of Christmas, the really true meaning of Christmas. So in this one it says, ChatGPT, the real true meaning of Christmas is centers of Christian celebrating of Jesus Christ, birth, God becoming human to offer salvation, love, hope, redemption from sin, emphasizing divine love through humble beginnings beyond religion. It also signifies a universal theme of goodwill, giving, family, selfless love, inspired by the biblical nativity story, popularized by figures like Charles Dickens, encouraging genocide and connection to other communications. For those who don't know what the nativity story is, when you have, sometimes you'll see when you drive by, somebody will have some ornaments in the front of the lawn, or maybe on their deck or something like that, of Jesus Christ and three wise men and Mother Mary, Joseph, and all the animals behind him. Mary giving birth to Jesus Christ. So that is the nativity story. So for those of you who are Christians or Catholics, know what I'm talking about. For those you don't, now you know. So anyway, it's just something basic like that. And filling in what's really going on. And sometimes you lose your Catholic faith and your Christian faith or whatever denomination you're in. But we're all Catholics, Christians, in God's eyes, who are believers and non-believers. So if you those non-believers, we still love you. But I'm gonna listen to right now. I've been listening to Leonora Joan. Yeah, she's a comedian. She's pretty cool. She's really hip. She's got that Jersey accent. It's pretty cute too. But for a comedian, usually they're pretty bushy looking, but she isn't. And she's just funny. Her whole well-being is funny, and she's a little bit loud and boisterous. But she is a comedian, right? But anyway, she gives a whole understanding what's going on with the enemies of Christmas. So to me, I was laughing, and I'm gonna let this play a little bit, and then so you can watch and hear, and so you can be a little bit amused because this girl just makes me laugh. She gets me in the stitches. But let's
people, and that he's probably planning on doing the same and bringing in all of his other Jeeps so they can make the whole state of Ohio smell like feet. Well, you're a hateful person. We got a fun show. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. I gave you my heart. Please send Vivek back to India.
Oh my God. She's making fun of Vivek Ramaswamy, taking her back to India. So, sometimes if you don't, I love comedians. I love to laugh. And if you don't get it, and if you don't get kind of about Indians, you might want to turn it up. But she is funny though, so she makes fun of everybody. She makes even make fun of herself.
Two books on a library and a log, making it look like Christmas in the house. Did you know that most of your Christmas songs are written by Jews? Don't take it from me. Let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Written by Jews.
For us Jews, there wouldn't be Christmas the way you know it. Look at that. Look at that. Because, Irving Berlin wrote White Christmas and redefined Christmas music. Until then, it was all like Jesus music. And now, and then he made it nostalgic and all about family and all that kind of thing. And all the iconic Christmas songs were all written by Jews. And if you look into it, which this is really interesting. You look into it, you'll see that the ones that touch you the most are all about nostalgia. They're all this yearning for probably this perfect Christmas that never was. Knowing that I know about people's families. But it's all interesting because these are immigrants, children of Jewish immigrants, and if you want to take it a step further, you could say that all they did was tap into their desire for the Altheim, that nostalgia for the Altheim, and if you want to go a step even to make it even more.
You see, Goy, we took all of your Christmas songs, all of your songs about Jesus and the Holy Spirit and eternal salvation in your soul, and we made it about nostalgia. Nostalgia for what? Well, nostalgia probably for the Christmas when you knew the meaning of Christmas, but don't worry about that. What we're going to talk about is how terrible everybody's families actually are, so I don't know what they're really nostalgic for, because we're not going to mention Jesus. On the lack of
this girl's nuts.
Let's talk about Irving Berlin's White Christmas, shall we? What is she talking about so special about Irving Berlin?
I had to do a little.
Sam Parker.
I have
sued right now by Kash Patel's not Israeli Mossad honeypot girlfriend, country music sensation.
Don't worry about. Don't mind the click. I was doing a
Sam put together a
thumbnail, so I just did a little thumbnail. I'm gonna make a thumbnail, but anyway,
Shylock, which was an intentional agenda to take Jesus out of Christmas and out of Christmas songs. And one of the things he covered was Irving Berlin's White Christmas. Now, a lot of us were stupid goys who were asleep, and so they'd sing these lovely songs. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. now I can't even say that because it's racist and nobody's allowed to be white, not even the snow. These songs
Not even the
popularized
snow.
all these ridiculous songs that had nothing to do with what Christmas is all about. Irving Berlin's White Christmas is no different. Let's take a look here. I'm dreaming of Jews leaving Christmas alone. Let Jesus be. You killed him once, why you gotta kill him twice? Irving Berlin, his real name was Israel Bailin. I don't know how to say that, okay? He was from the Russian Empire, and he made a movie that was all about portraying show business. And here we go. It's going to tie into Vivek, the American dream, right? What was the American dream according to this Russian immigrant from the land of Judea? It was to be rich, successful, and dress like a woman on stage at a Christmas pageant and dream of snow. That's right. That's the real meaning of Christmas. It's snow. Here's a little clip.
Oh, gosh.
Sisters, there were never such devoted. Love it. Love it. Two queens dressed up, looking all fancy over here. Here we go. No, sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her. Sharing every little thing. What is the point of this movie? Oh, well, we're going to be two schnozzes here, and we're going to put on a play where we want to dress up like women, put some makeup on, and this is the American dream. Yes, this is what she wants us to celebrate. The fact that they changed Christmas from literally the greatest story ever told, God himself loving his creation so much that he comes down into our lowly human form and dies so that we can be reconciled to him, so that a path may be open to be reconciled to him. No, Goy, no. That's not the meaning of Christmas. The meaning of Christmas is for you to go to the mall with your mom that you hate, spend money you don't have on these crap-ass toys that were made in China, go into debt,
That's true.
and sing songs
Crap-ass toys made in China.
Nose was something to be made fun of. A little on the nose. Now you might think, Christmas songs, what does that really have to do with what's going on in the world? Well, listen up, Goyam. Everything's connected.
Goyam.
They have been stripping down and tearing apart the American identity for centuries. So then someone like this character, Ramasascammy, can show up and sell himself as one of you. In fact, as more you than you. Here's his speech that he gave recently.
All right, so for those of you who get a little bit offended about it, she's definitely putting down, she's giving Vivek Ramaswamy, one of the presidential nominees, or presidential runner-ups, I guess, or something like that, last year when he ran for presidency, who happens to be Indian, but very smart, very intellectual, but Leonardo doesn't like him. I kind of like him. He's very good, but, very good talker, very smart. But I like him because he doesn't do any harm. He's just a good speaker. But if you really dig deep into his agenda, it can be really scary too, because he's not a Christian or a Catholic. He's not a Catholic Christian. I think he's Hindu or something like that, and which goes totally against American Christianity, which is built on Catholicism, Christians who built America, and the patriots and whatnot who risked their lives, risked their lives to give America free. So the land of the free, the heart of the brave. Yeah, I know, because it's this whole world is really hard to comprehend in what's really going on today, because who's really telling the truth, who's telling lies. But it's an open book. Everybody's spewing their hate talk, but everything is starting to open up. The floodgates are open, and they're all eating themselves, and they're it's just not looking good for the Democratic Party. So I think it's going to be the end of Democrats, and it's a matter of time, because they're all getting caught in their lies, stealing, cheating, and even killing. Charlie Cook is a prime example. And last year when they hit POTUS 45, 47, which is Trump, right in the ear. So you don't have to like him, you can hate him, whatever, but he's doing really good for the gas is down. I've never seen the gas about $1.12 before in Canada. So it's got to be like $1 or something in the United States, or $2 or something like that. It hasn't been like that in over 10 years, about 10 years. So you fill her up. $1.12. Unbelievable. But anyway, let's listen to more of Leonardo.
Where he's campaigning to be governor of Ohio. And what does he reference? The good old-fashioned American dream.
Famously said, you could go to Italy, but you would never be an Italian. You could move to Germany, but you would never be a German. You could pack your bags and live the rest of your life in China or Japan. You would never be Chinese or Japanese. But you can come from any one of those countries to the United States of America, and you can still be an American, so long as you pledge allegiance to the ideals in that flag.
That's all that's required. That's all that's required. A magical incantation that you don't even have to really mean, because how are we going to check? Presto magico. You're an American, and suddenly you're capable of all the great feats that America is. Now, why can't Saskamy go ahead and institute such an ideal in his homeland of India and just magically make that place America, if that's how it works? Also, I love how you can't go anywhere else in any other country and become part of that country. But America, you're up for sale. Because one time in the 80s, a actor turned president.
Reagan. Yeah, actor turned president.
After he was almost assassinated and he learned his lesson.
Yeah.
Also, why is he putting a little swag on how he talks? You notice he's trying to be like black. You could go to France. You can't be French. Like, how about you talk the way we know you talk? You could go to France and you will never be a French. Come to India, man. I will make you the countdown.
Countdown. She is like, she's fucking funny, man. Countdown.
Play by the rules, like when you buy a defunct Alzheimer's drug, then have your mother run the clinical trials to say that, suddenly it works. Get everybody to put their money in. Rug pull the money right before you release the results from phase 3 trials, which show, no, this drug actually doesn't work. Is that what you mean? It's so funny how no one knows what an American is until it's time to disenfranchise them, right? When you're signing up for the benefits, America's colorblind. I don't see color. Everybody can be American. Suddenly, when it comes time to pay the bill, it's the white man. Well, Vivek, since you want to be American, how about if we start holding you responsible for slavery? How about if we hold you responsible for all of our wars that we interfered with in Latin America? How about if we hold you responsible for the destruction of all the Arab countries in the Middle East because a certain other country in the Middle East didn't like them? How about you take on the role of being American, and not just when you want to put on a cowboy hat and show up at a baseball game with your kid who's not even into this, or you, doesn't respect you because he's seen you wear those clown shoes and he knows you have a tiny Indian penis.
Your citizenship, you are every bit
crazy,
American
man.
as somebody who descended from the Mayflower. It is called the American dream for a reason. There is no
Yeah, because a Jew named Irvin Berlin, Israel Balin, invented it in a movie where he was trying to take away the meaning of Christmas. This is unbelievable. Can you guys believe this? This clown of a human is here, and he is lecturing to you who you are, that your ancestors do not bestow upon you more of a right for creating the country that he now wants to be a part of. Don't be fooled by these people. They absolutely do not believe the bullshit that they're spouting. They can't believe that you believe it. You hear all these clowns at TPUSA clapping it up like seals?
Yeah.
This is our greatest ally. And by the way, this isn't just, he's saying this like, okay, you can't do this in America, or you can't do this in Britain. Meanwhile, here's the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, real British name, struggling when he realizes he has to sing a Christmas song that's about Christ.
It's about Christ. He can't even sing it. See what I mean? Like, Leonardo really, she's like really jabbing and getting into it.
Start clapping out. I don't really see the difference. I'm just going to tell you guys this. When I see that clown or this clown, I recognize, foreign invaders into white Western European countries who have taken on positions of power to rule over a people that they despise. That's what I see. And then they want to tell you, this guy, the London mayor, will tell you he's just as British as a lass whose ancestors go back 10 generations. Just as British. And only the West puts up with this bullshit here.
I know a lot of you are incels who dream of finding the perfect Asian wife with whom you can have some lovely Hapa babies. And what's better for babies Asian wife than a Japanese one? Well, guess what?
She's got the Philippine flag in there.
You can't just come in swinging your around being like, I'm American. No, you got to show respect for her culture. Well, have I got the book for you. The Theory of Japan's National Polity and Socialism. Exclusively available at AntelopeHillPublishing.com. It's a pure political work written in 1906 by Ika Kita. He's widely known as the father of modern fascism in Japan. Why would you want to read this book? Well, because history is important. And right now, Antelope Hill Publishing is getting a lot of heat from the so-called tolerant left because they don't want you to be able to read history. Now, maybe you're like, Leonardo, I'm not really into sushi. I don't want a Japanese wife. Well, hold on. I got a book for you. It's called Jose Antonio, Fascist. No, he's not a Mexican. He's a Spaniard. And it's a book that was written about the Falangist movement, that is Spain's fascist, quote-unquote, National Socialist movement, and its leader, Jose Antonio Primo de Rivera, which sounds like a pasta dish. They use sources from the period like actual interviews, newspapers, and they trace its ideological development and relationships with other European fascist movements. So visit AntelopeHillPublishing.com, use promo code LEO. If you don't like these two books, they have plenty of other books that you cannot find anywhere else. And you certainly do want to avoid a trip to Barnes & Noble these days, because it seems like the people going into Barnes & Noble aren't really going there to read.
All right, so I'm going to leave it there because it's already been almost 30 minutes in. So go check our channel out, Enemies of Christmas. Leonardo Joni, she is Leonardo Joni. Joan. I think that's how we pronounce it, but funny as hell. But if you feel that you're going to be a little bit offended, so then don't watch her because she'll offend you. To me, I like comedy, so she can offend anybody, and to me, I just know it's comedy, but she puts a little politics in there, and she can really get you going. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and forward to everyone you know. I gotta kill these algorithms, man, because my channel is like boobing up and down, bloop, 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 and it's not going skyrocketing like it's supposed to. It's staying stagnant. Anyway, bye for now. God bless, Godspeed, and we'll see you on the next podcast. Bye for now. Ciao, ciao, brown cow.